Because the day is coming. The day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on himself. Business in my heart, they don't want no place you don't be critical. It's best that you be easy and it don't be critical. Look like a trouble. It's something like a miracle. Loyalty in my veins, loyalty in my veins. Exactly where it breaks. Revenge in my heart. It's true in every word. Bring life to I ain't never too cold. Shit, I pay for the seat. Got to wear the people adults. Just gotta watch you on feet. Like a walking with your gates. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathe. Criticizing all my achievements. Okay, please. Now, it don't make me slack off. These niggas bad. That's all benefit with it. Some back off. I be running shit like sex off. No dogs all blocked out. I didn't say I took for. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This is so hard, but I ain't keep it stay. And if it ain't U.P.K, and they need to wait. My niggas righteous, they real, they down with something. Flow so deep, the drama motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, look, it's the home. And I don't hate them, brother, I'm just too loyal to my home. That's what they believe, hard for me to follow. Or write me no head, I leave in the body, hollow. So when they ask something to be taken, it's absolutely. And I ain't sure of my ways, but nothing, gotta execute it. It's I can never doubt my tail, tucked between my legs. Shit, I be thinking, watching my daughters up in their bed. It's so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful. But they ain't like other babies, and they ain't far from usual. Now listen, cause I'm about my father's baby. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 never see without wisdom, this world making peace. I found out that the truth was spilling. The lies are sweet. I tried everything. I guess me, I want to hate me. Now I'm making the glass speak. And I'm making the bed speak. Teach all my little girls. The day they think, now with a man, they better bring your blood and bed sheets. Chaos waste the time. This block that's my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I'll deal with them in this house. Or check. 144 in the black switch on some hitman shit. Call it 47. Praying while I'm in debt. Beat up my soul distress. Fuck the fame. And it's why I tell them I'm loyal to the king. To the record break. Loyal to the king. I'm on this straight like a break. Say, loyal to the king. Don't sit here. This is loyal to the king. Bring that out. Like you say, loyal to the king. Any man give his life for YAHANNA Christ and fall up under that U.P.K banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. You can either get with or get quick like a hundred. We live our arms and know the streets. that all the time we do. I'm getting revenge. You got your goddamn foot. Man, it's all you. It's all who's gonna fight that bullet. Take out. Move up. Attack off. Niggas do that. It's all about that movement, boy. It's all about that movement, boy. She can see it, she must. Say what? Is it like the bathroom? I don't know. Stand up. All right. Oh, shit. Give me what I want. They start whole business started. Fuck you, he can never shit on it. Talking how to read a hip up. Trying to put that in my pure field. Cold rolls when I feel though. I can see the picture when it feels real. Got a simple house and all you fuck niggas just go hate. Feeling 25, I'll catch you like a cake. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas that gon' be with. Feel the little verses on that real shit. If I get it, I'm a million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna pop. Tell a nigga say talk. Cause when you fucking go and get it out, nigga, I just wanna pop. To get them quitters how they fall, I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna pop. They all be caught. And if they quiet, gotta keep it short. Nigga, I just wanna pop. Hey, give me what I want. Let my enemies feel like a poop. Hey, get that pills on me. Get killed with the crowds on me. Just like a dead from the drama. Don't make me make the give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was so perfect from childhood. How I feel shooters every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know they put a hood in the back. Build another dome and protect. So many sisters in the kid got molested. 9 seconds, soldiers off the block like it's Texas. Know that you can get your chills on it. Stand ringing in your ears for it. If I'm blessed to make a deal, I'ma bust that shit down with my fear on me. I just wanna pop. Tell a nigga say talk. Cause when you fucking go and get it out, nigga, I just wanna pop. To get them quitters how they fall, I've been praying that my enemies fall, nigga, I just wanna pop. They all be caught. And if they quiet, gotta keep it short, nigga. Hey, give me what I want. And my enemies feel like yeah. Found children. You want to pay for that drugs? Yeah. Wow. Hope you get good. And I hope you get good. Yeah. Maybe the brother that had a will. And she left for whatever reason. Yeah. Wow. I hope you get good. Because you know what I'm saying? They had that nigga live. Yeah. Yeah. Nigga, I just put a brown. So I need to stop that. I hope you do that. And do that next day. Yeah, just put a brown. Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Go ahead. How about you, welcome to the brothers? How about you, This is the I.S.U.P.K. of the Committee General, YAHANNA 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Today I'll be doing a class. I'm going to go over some things that's going on in the world, court events, if you will. And the title of this class is You Heard It Here First. Everything I'm going to be talking about, the I.S.U.P.K. has been saying. So this might be new information to you. This information is we're trying to wake our people up, so you know it's kind of repetitive as far as my brothers is concerned, but it has to be done. Oh, you heard it here first. Yeah, you heard it here for all the scriptures. 2 Corinthians 10, and we're gonna start at verse 3. So before you read that, I see something. It was either today or yesterday. It was a black group. It had to be about 1,000 people. They had guns, bulletproof vests, and they marched on the head of KKK, I believe, because the KKK was sitting up there, so they were killing people. So they booted up. They all got their guns and everything. They marched over there. Nothing happened. But the name of the group is Not Fucking Around Coalition. Some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, SHALAM. But that's what the brother calls his group. And he said that he didn't start the group, that Yah, that's what he said. I think he meant Yahweh. He said Yah, so he said Yah the one who, you know, put it on his heart to start the group. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and defend blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from the KKK. And then they marched over there, but nothing happened. All right, go ahead, let's get that scripture.
God. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
So that's how just right away you can tell that the Most High was not with him. But that's what they were saying. What's they try to go outdo the white man or our oppressor and kill him. Esau is blessed with the sword. Don't get me wrong, he can die, but you can't kill like him. You see what I'm saying? A big time murderer in the hood. You know, the big homie, he's probably killed 2 people within a span of 10 years. A 17-year-old white boy killed 30 people in the afternoon. You see what I'm saying? One go. 30 people dead. Because they the real killer on the earth. You can't out kill him. It's not possible. And that's not our job. That's not how we're going to get about this hell. It's by trying to out kill our oppressor.
Right.
Go ahead, can you grab verse 4 from me?
God. Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare is not slacking. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
It's not carnal, man. This isn't like a physical. If it was that, we would be out of hell already. We know that we better at the press and everything. You know what I'm saying? He can't mess with us in the weight room, on the basketball court, football field, thinking, anything. He can't mess with us. This isn't a cardinal war. You see what I'm saying? If that was the case, we'd be out to tell already. But continue about the show.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
That's what I'm saying. We got to keep these law, statutes, and commandments. So that's the only reason he's on top of us in the first place. The Most High put him there for our disobedience. So for you to think that there's any other answer to get this person off or these oppressors off our neck, you will be fooling yourself. There is no other answer. You see what I'm saying? You gotta remove the white man out of the equation. It's like we bumping heads with our Father. We bumping heads with the Most High. It would be stupid for you to get a whooping or be disciplined from your parents and you fear the belt and not your parent.
Right.
That's the same thing with the oppressor. There's no reason to fear him. He is just a tool that the Most High is using because of our disobedience. So why are you trying to fight the belt? And when your parents gone, you go upstairs and cut up all the belts and that's dumb. Why just do what your parent says?
Right.
Then the belt is out of the equation. It's the same way with this oppressor. We do what the Most High says. He's gonna come back and put them in their place, which is under us. You see what I'm saying? You see I.S.U.P.K videos when they get down and kiss the boots. That's the natural place of our oppressor. That's the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's his natural place. It's down kissing priests and prophets' boots. Period. But until we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, he's gonna continue to reign over us. All right, well, let's drop that and let's get Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Right.
Why are you grabbing that, man? So George Floyd just died a brutal, horrible death on camera. There was so much uproar, riots here, riots there. Soon after that, they started taking down statues, of Christopher Columbus, just openly racist oppressors, even though all oppressors are racist. People who were openly racist,
right,
owned slaves. You see what I'm saying? They started, they started letting people, snatch these statues down. Even states, recommended it and paid for it to be done. You see what I'm saying? But you got to be careful when things like that happen. That's not gonna change our situation because they snatched some goddamn statue down.
right.
Who cares? Who cares about a statue? You see what I'm saying? But simple cardinal-minded people do care about the statue. They're easily influenced. Oh, look at that. They do care about us. We ain't got to look at this no more. They're going to snatch this down and replace it with this. It's absolutely ridiculous. You got that for me on the one?
Come.
Yeah, let's get it.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
When they was on George Floyd's neck, that was oppression. You see, the police did not care. He knew he was on camera. All of them knew they was on camera. They didn't care. They just telling people to bag up. They sat on the brother's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Straight oppression. And everybody was mad. The so-called Christians was mad. The so-called Muslims was mad. The street niggas was mad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was mad. The crackheads, the weed heads, everybody was mad. Even your oppressor continued to be mad. You see what I'm saying? He was out in the streets with you. Everybody's pissed off. Go ahead and continue, Baba Kushal.
Come. And a gift destroyed the heart.
Yeah, destroyed the heart. You see what I'm saying? Everybody up everything. Oh, but look at now, they're bringing down the statues. Who cares about that? That's not what we hear. That's the bottom of the barrel. I'm a black man. I'm not here to matter. I'm here to rule.
Right.
What do you mean matter? That is child's play. That has nothing to do with black lives in the first place, man. That's a homosexual agenda.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They trying to matter. That's all that is. That LGBTQ plus, ain't that what it's called?
Yeah.
And just for y'all, because the name of this class, you heard it here first. I'm not the first one to say it, but just pay attention. That plus is for child molestation.
Yeah, right.
They want to be able to touch your babies and not go to jail for it. You mark my words, while you support that garbage, you mark my words. That's what that is for. So they can touch your babies and not go to jail for it. They're trying to make the age of consent 10 years old.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old don't even know what they want to eat, let alone sexual preference.
Right.
It's absolutely ridiculous and disgusting.
That's right.
But that's what this beast does. That's what he's been doing. If you look at the history of all them statues that they snatching down, all the men was child molesters. All of them. That's their thing. They weren't trying to touch what they call them, Karen. they weren't trying to go in the big house and touch Karen. They want to be in the slave quarters touching on 10 to 14-year-old girls. You see what I'm saying? Disgusting. And they had to hide it. And one thing about the suppressor, he don't like hide nothing he has to do. This is his kingdom. He feels, why should I have to hide it? If I like little kids, let me like little kids. You see what I'm saying? And that's what this LBG plus is. You see what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand.
Right.
Victims make victims. Hurt people hurt people. I don't know if y'all heard them terms, but it's very true. 90% of homosexuals, if you talk to them, they've been molested as a child.
Right.
90% of mass murderers, when they sit down, when the people's in prison, and they go interview them people, 90% of the people was abused, horribly abused as a child. Whether it be about family members, you know, it may be, they were physically and mentally abused. So then when they did things that were done to them.
Right.
It's the same way with the homosexual. In hell, your parents failed you, and your uncle or your granddaddy or your cousin, somebody was in there touching you when they weren't supposed to be doing that. And then they expose you to that garbage, and now you think, oh, this is normal. This is just the way I am. No, that's garbage, man. Right. That's garbage, and it's a lie. It's a lie. Even the animals know I need the opposite sex to reproduce. That's human nature. That's human nature to reproduce. It's not human nature to be running up something that can't with the same thing as you. That's garbage, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? You just got abused as a child, and you don't want to feel like a victim anymore. So now you choose to do the wicked garbage that happened to you as a child, and you're ready to do it to somebody else's child. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're ready to do. That's that spirit on you. That's that demon on you. Who wants to do it to somebody else's child? It's disgusting, man. It is disgusting. And you learn this behavior from your oppressor. We have to separate from this beast, man. We have to separate. And the only way to really separate and get away from this beast is to follow these false statutes and commandments. That is the only way. That's the only answer. March into the KKK's headquarters with 1,000 niggas with guns and bulletproof vests isn't the answer. That's dumb. If you can go watch the video, they had women and children out there. It's like if the KKK did show up and wanted to kill, people's women and babies would have been out there dying. You see what I'm saying? Because you really not about that. You're not about that life. Right. Nobody about that life is gonna bring their women and children. If I'm coming to get you, I might have my brother with me. Because I'm about that life. I don't even need my brother. I might have with me. But I damn sure ain't got my woman and my children with me. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. You see what I'm saying? I could be a warrior, but if I see my kid's head get blown off standing right next to me, I'm liable to be out of the fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt now. I can't even be the warrior that I am naturally because this did happen. That's just not smart, man. That's not smart. That's not how you do things. Oh, let's continue on. Let's go to Proverbs 3 and 31.
Proverbs 3 and 31?
Calm down, son.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You already know, man. Yeah. Hit me with the precepts when you're ready, bro.
Yeah,
I
know exactly what you want. Yeah. It's crazy how I just know.
You built for this, man.
All right, Proverbs 3, 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy what?
Envy thou not the oppressor. And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. All these things y'all doing, man, is y'all running from the oppressor. You see what I'm saying? And what I figured out after this George Floyd and this 4th of July that just passed is black people really don't want justice. Y'all want love from this beast. And it's disgusting and sad, man. Y'all don't want justice. Y'all want this beast to love y'all. Something that the Most High say can never be done. They can't never love you. Perpetual hatred is what the Most High said. And that's just what it is. And you can do all the marching you want. You can do all the voting you want. It do not matter. That's not going to make this oppressor love you. He hates your guts. Your ancestors was his slave. It's literally a joke to him that now you want equal rights. You're not even acting to be better. Most nations want to be better. That's what wars is fought for. They want to be the dominant nation. You so weak and beat down in this place, you just want to matter. How disgusting is that, man? You just want to matter. Instead of taking your rightful place, which is above this disgusting bastard. You see what I'm saying? You're seeking his love. A gift destroyeth the heart. They killed that black man on camera. Everybody went crazy. They snatched some statues down, and all you niggas went back on the 4th of July and celebrated this country's independence. Made up every excuse in the book to do it. Don't get me wrong. We don't care about their independence, and nobody's thinking about that war. And, come on, man. You're making an excuse because you're a coward. You're a bitch.
That's right.
Salaki. You just making an excuse. Using the babies. Oh, it's for the kids. Dude, man, I ain't got the lighter right here, but I believe the lighter was working. Wasn't it? The lighter worked today?
Yeah, which lighter?
No, he ain't got to bring it, but it did work though, right?
Yeah,
we lit this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so lighters do work today.
Right.
Okay. It's the 7th? Oh, okay.
Right.
Hey, 7th. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I go home and light my grill, it's gonna light.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They just stopped selling hot dogs and hamburgers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All these excuses. It's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
You love your oppressor. You just want the love back. You see what I'm saying? That's why you went out there and celebrated the 4th of July.
Right.
When your people was in chains when that date was established. You see what I'm saying? Your people was in chains. All men created equal. All men, you were in chains. Your ancestors were in chains.
Right.
To serve this disgusting bastard. Being raped and molested. And God knows what else. And you can't wait to set off some fireworks. They gonna blame it on the babies. My kids ain't set no fireworks off yesterday. They had a ball on the 4th of July. They ain't set no fireworks off.
Right.
My son said, I forgot it was the 4th of July till nighttime. Until I just heard all the boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? You doing that for you.
Right.
Them is your customers that you don't want to let go. Dressing your babies up. These young black males in red, white, and blue. Liable to grow up and get killed by the same police officer. Then you going to be crying. What you crying for? This is the country you love. This is what they do.
Right.
This is what they've been doing. It makes no sense, man. All you black people. I knew y'all was going to do it. I made a post every day about the 4th of July because I knew y'all was going to do it. March, loot, tear everything up, and then sit here and light y'all barbecue grills up and pop fireworks with this monster, man. It's disgusting, man. And that just shows that we really not ready to change. As horrible as that George Floyd was, it's going to have to get worse than that. You see what I'm saying? Just think about that, man. That was horrible. To sit on that man's neck for 9 minutes till he was dead. That was a horrible, horrible thing on camera. But the Most High is going to have to make the suppressor do worse things than that to wake you up. You still not woke yet. You see what I'm saying? You still not woke yet. You thought you was woke. You was mad about something you've seen. I'm mad about slavery because I'm all the way woke. Thanks to Commander Junior YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. I'm all the way woke. They ain't had to kill George Floyd for me to be pissed off. I've been pissed off for the things that happened to my ancestors. You people ain't pissed off yet, man. It's gonna have to get worse, and it's sad, man, because it's gonna have to get much, much worse than that. You see what I'm saying? March, and that's how it should be. When they killed George Floyd, every cracker that showed up out there should have been sent home, or else. You see what I'm saying? Not fucking around coalition. You want to march on the KKK. Y'all should have marched y'all ass down there to the border and got our babies up in cages. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all ready to shoot them up, bang, bang? Killing the head of the KKK, how many men was going to be there? 1,000? That's not going to get us out of the oppression.
Right.
But get them babies out of cages with the help. Why not do that? You see what I'm saying? Since you want to be your oppressor so bad, you want to shoot them up and kill. Do something that matters. Go get them babies up in cages. That's what y'all should have. Y'all should have marched your ass down there to Texas and Mexico and got our babies up in cages. Since y'all want to boot up and gun up so bad. You don't want to get in here and do what the Most High says and link with your brother and show brotherhood and sisterhood. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to quit smoking weed. It's amazing to know, in my mind, that's why half of you niggas ain't in here. Right. Y'all can't put down a goddamn weed. I don't know how many brothers I talk to. They're like, oh yeah, bro, yeah. That's the truth, man. I'm with that. Oh, we can't smoke? I mean, I lost another one already. This whole conversation is from nothing. Because this nigga found out he can't smoke.
It blows their high.
Oh, it blows their high and their mind. As soon as I told that nigga gonna lie with another one. Why can't I smoke? Like, come on, man. Because you're not a man when you smoke. You're smoking because of your oppression. Because of this hell you in. Because you got to get up and go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning for minimum wage. For an oppressor that you can't stand. That's why you smoking, man. Man up. We're at war. Man the fuck up, man. Salaki for my language. But we're at war, man. And you need to wake up. Put the weed down. See what I'm saying? If you don't know how to have a drink, I can have a drink because I'm not a drunk. I know when to stop. It don't rule my life. I don't wake up like, oh, where's the drink at? If that's how you are, put the drink down. Anything you should have control over. If you're a glutton, you can't stop eating. Every time you get into an argument, you're depressed, and you eat every goddamn thing. Stop doing that. Have some self-control, some discipline, man. Right. Period. It's disgusting, man. And it's sad. You see what I'm saying? It's sad. This 4th of July really showed me y'all don't want justice. Y'all want love for this beast. And that is a disgusting thing, man. That is a disgusting everything. You really don't even want justice. You want love. You want to matter. When we supposed to be ruling this goddamn world, you want to matter. Let's get John 10 and 10. I don't know. Bible shop. What?
John 10.
John chapter 10, verse 10. Y'all can chime in anytime you want.
Actually, before I get John 10, I want to get some for you.
Yeah, let's get
I saw from the next chapter, chapter 5.
Let's rock it. Let's get it.
It was a good point. Proverbs 5, verse 1. My son, attend to my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding. Verse 2. That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge.
Come on.
Something from David these times.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. You see what I'm saying? We got to seek the kingdom first, man. That's what the scripture says, man. Seek the kingdom first. Stop seeking the love for somebody that hates your goddamn guts. That's always hated your guts. That's always is going to hate your guts.
Right.
Stop seeking that, man. Let's seek the wisdom. Let's seek the wisdom of the Lord. Let's seek this kingdom. Because it's within us. That's what you gotta do. That you can't seek nothing yourself when you hide out your goddamn mind.
Right.
The oppressor knows that.
Right.
That's why he made weed legal after he locked every nigga up for selling it. That alone should stop you from going to dispensaries. From your uncles and your cousins being in jail for weed should stop you from going to the dispensaries, but it don't. Right. Now you just feel like, oh, I ain't gotta go to jail now. Now I can smoke it with no punishment. Good night, man. That's insane, man. Your uncle calling you right now, you gotta press 9 to talk to him for weed that the white man is now selling for free with no nothing. He's not going to jail for it. It's ridiculous, man. You got that from me, other one? What's wrong?
John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal.
That's all this. Keep going, keep going.
And to kill. And to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. You
see what I'm saying? Christ came to give us life. This beast that you seeking love from, justice from, that you want to matter to, he only comes to kill, destroy, and to lie to you. That's all he's here for. Nothing else, man. He's a tool. He's a tool. He's the belt. Stop seeking love from the belt. Seek love from your father, man. So he can put the belt in his place. He just hang it back in the closet. It means nothing. This oppressor means nothing. We're empowering him with our disobedience. And it's disgusting, man. It's ridiculous at this point. It's ridiculous, man. And this 4th of July is really just, man, I knew y'all was gonna do it. I was praying y'all weren't gonna do it, but in the background, I knew y'all was gonna do it. Tear up all the cities, burn up every goddamn thing. They can't wait to set off fireworks. It's crazy, man. I mean, last time I checked, they sell fireworks all year round.
I knew they were going to do it. They made the blackout day July 7th. Remember?
No, T.I. Oh, my God. But yeah, I don't care. Him and Killer Mike, yeah.
Why would you skip July 4th?
Because they love it. Because they love this country. Well, we gotta live here. What the hell does that mean, man? So when they make pedophilia legal, that means you're gonna do it. coming. You heard it here first. I.S.U.P.K on the command of Junior YAHANNA. That's where you heard this from, man. And don't forget it when it happened. So that's going to be the law of the land. That means you're going to partake. Since we got to live here. Is that what that means? You know what's sad? You Negroes is going to partake. Because you love your oppressor. You want to be him. Instead of not wanting to be like him and do his ways. Like the scripture says. In Proverbs 3:31. You want to do the opposite.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You want to do the opposite. Because you're seeking his love. So you want to do what he do what he say. Instead of seeking the most high love and doing what he says do and do what he say. You seeking this oppression, man, and it's disgusting. Let's get Lamentations 4:18.
Before we get that select.
Oh, you got let's rock.
All right, so pretty much you guys said something about you said pretty much like our oppressors are tools, and pretty much like they, in a nutshell, what you said is that pretty much like they don't show us some mercy.
Absolutely not.
Looking for things that we can't necessarily find inside of them.
Absolutely.
Just love, peace, and equality, and all things of that sort, right? And I'm going to bring this out because this goes hand in hand for our so-called leaders and for our oppressors. Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. That goes all the way back to George Floyd, Breonna Taylor.
That goes back to slavery. That goes to slavery.
See what I'm saying? And now you keep going. And they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their offers pity them not."
Man. Go ahead and bring it up.
Come, I was going to say, our oppressors. So our oppressors is the one that's saying, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich." You see what I'm saying? And their own shepherds pity them not. You see what I'm saying? The shepherds, would be considered, Israel, who are responsible for the flock.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Shepherd king. They are responsible for the lives of Black and Hispanic people. And because they do not take care of us, we are targets for our oppressors.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They are what you call pawns. You know what I'm saying? They are underneath the rulership and being oppressed, but they have that bad, they have that thing that destroys the heart from our oppressors.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? And they pity us not, meaning they have no empathy for what's going on to brothers like George Floyd, sisters like Breonna Taylor, and things of that sort. You know what I mean? No, he called me. Yeah, no, he's outside. Okay, yeah.
The reason why. Yeah. Lamentations 4:18. Yeah. But the reason why it's so easy for the gift to destroy the heart, because we're so beat down. The so-called gift they give you is crumbs. If you go back and read in in Exodus, when we got up out of that land, them people was pissed off that they wasn't slaves no more because they couldn't eat the food. It's the equivalent to going to Walmart. Man, we can't just go to Walmart and get everything I need. I went back home by myself. It's the same thing, man. It's nothing new under the sun, man. It's the same thing, man. If the Most High sent the priest and prophet to get us up about this hill right now, you niggas will be in the wilderness complaining he had to open up the ground again. And it's sad. It's sad, man. You see what I'm saying? Because they say a gift destroys the heart, but these things they're giving ain't even gifts. You just so beat down. You look at it like a gift. It's crumbs to them. It's crumbs to them for them to open up a Walmart and make billions of dollars. That's like what? That's crumbs. Right. With a profit on the back end. Right. For them. But you look at it like a gift. Because would that beat down in you? Let's get it, man. Let's get you got that from that one?
Done.
Oh, slide. Before you read it, the reason why I'm even bringing this out, before you read it, I don't know if y'all been paying attention in the media, man. There's been a lot of hangings of Black people. And every time it's a Black man hanging from a tree or a woman with a noose around their goddamn neck, the police is claiming no foul play. Now, don't get me wrong, there's Black people, Hispanic people, and Native American people out here out their goddamn mind that are killing themselves. They're not climbing up in no goddamn tree, tying a noose around their neck and hanging themselves. I don't give a damn what nobody says. That ain't happening. That is not happening. That's ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? That is ridiculous to even think that that's what's going on. Let's get it.
Lamentations 4:18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets.
They're hunting our steps, man. They catching you by yourself. The word on the street is that they dress them like police officers.
Right.
Pulling people over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They dress them like police officers. So that's what the KKK is.
Right.
They become police officers. You see what I'm saying? They take off that white hood, then they put on a vest. You know what I'm saying? And a badge and a gun.
Right.
Then they pull you over, put you in them handcuffs, and it's over with. Now they about to make an example of it. They're gonna show you how much love they got for you once that happens, which is zero. And now you're hanging from a goddamn tree with a noose around your neck. And the same people who hung you gonna say there's no foul play.
Right.
That's because they hunt our steps, man. That's who you're looking for love for. Somebody who's hunting your steps. They waking up with murder in their heart, on their minds. That's who you're seeking love from.
Right.
When you went out and popped them fireworks, I tell you what, man. When all this stuff happens, you know, the black babies is dying, and unarmed black men is being killed on TV. Blame your goddamn self.
That's right.
You think about all them fireworks you set off. You think about all that barbecue meat that you cooked, all the good laughs, all the butt passing. You think about that the next time the shit hits the news.
That's right.
You should take it personal and know that it's your goddamn fault.
Right.
You who's doing this. Because the Most High is going to continue to beat us down with this oppression, man. He's going to continue to do it because of your disgusting ways. Because you want to be selfish and disgusting. And just do things to kill yourself because it feels good at the time. It felt good to lay down with that whore until you got that HIV test back. You see what I'm saying? It felt good to smoke them cigarettes until you got that cancer test back. You see what I'm saying? It felt good to sell all them drugs until your ass locked up for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? And these are all things that you learned from your oppression. He's hunting your steps in every way possible. In every way possible. And the only way to protect yourself from this beast, this murderer, is the Most High. He's distributing your food, your water. He's teaching your children in the schools. He's employing you on your slavery. How are you going to escape a beast like that? Put on a bulletproof vest and getting an AR-15 that he's making and selling? Are you out your goddamn mind? That's ridiculous, man. And y'all need to wake up, man. Y'all need to wake up. I can have conversations with brothers and ask them, bro, is you high, brother? Just the dumb stuff that, are you high? Call me when you're sober. Before the next month that you, because what you're saying is absolutely stupid and ridiculous, man. But that's our side.
Right.
Their job is to keep you docile, keep your brain out of the box. You see what I'm saying? So you're not keeping these lost statutes going. So we're untouchable when we do that. That's because the Father loves you when you do that. It's just like my child. If my children didn't listen to me, you know, they got grown men and want to do what they want to do, the love will fade away, man. You have to love me from a distance. You can't be no homosexual in my house. I don't care how much I think I love you. You my son, and you grow up, if you want to be a homosexual, I'm gonna have to love you from a distance. You gotta get the hell away from me. It's the same way with the Most High. When you're not doing what He says do, you gotta get away from him. And you're gonna be beat down by this oppressor that you're seeking love from. It's disgusting. What's going on? You tomorrow? Let's go ahead. Let's get Lamentations 4:18. Let's read it one more time. Whenever you get it, you good to go.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt ourselves that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled.
See what I'm saying? They just had on video. They caught some oppressors trying to hang a brother. They literally caught him on camera. They were trying to hang the brother. It was other brothers from a distance yelling, "Oh, don't do that!" But y'all wasn't gonna bust a grape. Y'all wasn't gonna physically go over there and show no love, which is the greatest love for your brothers to die. Y'all, that wasn't gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? Just like George Floyd, he got killed on camera. It was a lot of people around. It was a lot of brothers around. They showed the one sister's video. It was niggas out there that did nothing. Because there is no love. You see what I'm saying? We're at war. It's hard to understand war when you hire out your goddamn mind. Well, even after that, when we went to the protest, we got there. All we smelled, I said, damn, you smell there's weed everywhere. That's all y'all want to do is get high. You see what I'm saying? You can't understand warfare when you hire out your mind. You can't fight in war. That was one of the main things that Vietnam did. Over Vietnam, they started giving all the soldiers PCP and all them drugs, you know what I'm saying? Opiates. You see what I'm saying? So they could try to win. You see what I'm saying? Now you hire out your mind, you don't know what's going on. Especially if you're a Negro, they was handing it to you because they wanted you to die anyway. They hated that all the Negroes came back from that war. That's why when they caught you in your suit, they killed you and hung you right in your war uniform. Navy, Army, it didn't matter. They killed you on the spot. They never wanted you to come back from across that ocean. Why you going over to fight for your country? It's garbage, man. You see what I'm saying? The people you want to fight for is hunting your steps. They want to kill you and everything. Right. They want to feed you poison, make you drink poison. They in the public schools teaching your kids God knows what. You see what I'm saying? This COVID-19 gave you, and most people thought it was hell. I can't remember how many black people I seen on video talking about y'all need to open these schools. These kids driving me crazy. Your kids? Like, come on. In my house is my kids. I don't know. Like this is so y'all talking about y'all kids is driving y'all crazy, and that's why the public schools need to open. Come on, it's disgusting, man. You see what I'm saying? We so beat down in America. It says a gift destroys the heart. It's hard to call this stuff a gift. It's crumbs. But when you that beat down, it seems like a gift. You see what I'm saying? If you're starving and I give you $1 means nothing to me. But to somebody starving, that seems like a whole lot. It's just that's the position that we in America. Right. They can give us little crumbs and we consider it a gift. When really it's the bottom of the barrel, stuff that they don't even care about. You had to hit on bottom one?
Yeah, I had 2 precepts for you based on what you're saying.
Let's get it.
Just piggyback off of Lamentations 4:18. This one is Psalms 59:3. This King David. But lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. Like I remember when I first saw this precept, it was like when I first came out, I remember seeing a lot of scriptures attached to me, which we still see that, right? And the meaning was a cop car. You know how you go to certain highways, and most white people know which road to take and which road not to take, because they know a cop is hiding right here, or a sheriff's hiding right here in the bushes. And it was a picture of that of the sheriff hiding behind the bush and a car going past by. And this scripture popped up, and it makes sense because it's like they find any excuse, so to lie you up to pull you over, so that way they can the book of Ecclesiastes, it says Ecclesiastes, they lie in wait for blood, but they're not satisfied. They want more than that. Absolutely. See what I'm saying? So that's why I brought that one up. But then the second one is my favorite one. This is what I want to call the bedrock scripture, right? Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. See what I'm saying? So I just want to pick it back off of that as far as Lamentations 4:18. And that's what we have been seeing for the past couple of weeks since months since George Floyd died. You know what I mean? So I just want to bring that up.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's right on the head. You see what I'm saying? They put us in this position and they seek to kill us. You see what I'm saying? And give them crumble and we consider it a gift. Yeah. So let's so the 4th of July just passed. Somebody grabbed Amos 5:21. So in Chicago, they like to call that Chirac. Over 87 people were shot. 17 died. It was 15 2 days ago when I started studying. I thought it was 44. Died?
No, got shot.
No, 87. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The numbers went up.
Oh, damn.
So 87 shot, 17 dead on the weekend of the 4th of July. You see what I'm saying? These are all, but that's just Chicago. If you look up all these major cities, it was the same thing. And it's all the major cities who were so-called pissed off about George Floyd.
Right.
Y'all was so mad when his brother got killed on camera, but then couldn't wait to celebrate with the oppressor who did it. That makes no sense to me, man. Why? Because they start knocking down statues that should have been down. You see what I'm saying? When I say a gift is struck the heart, that's not a gift. Them statues never should have went up. Them statues weren't put up in slavery time. Them statues was put up after you niggas was free. Supposedly. Now that, the proclamation, whatever they call it, now you niggas is free. Now they just want to slap you in the face. That's when most of them statues went up. That stuff hasn't been up for, you know what I'm saying, since slavery. No, man, this is when you supposedly got your freedom. They was pissed off about it, so then they threw it in your face and put up statues of the men who raped, murdered, and killed you. You see what I'm saying? And now that they snatched a statue down that never should have been up in the first place, now we can celebrate 4th of July again? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Y'all really wasn't mad. Y'all still not mad. And what the sad thing about it is, the Most High is going to have to do something worse than what happened with George Floyd. And the thought of that is crazy. He's going to have to make this oppressor do something worse than that. Kneel on the brother's neck for 9 minutes. It's going to have to get worse than that. You see what I'm saying? For us to separate. Because that wasn't it. That was just a little uproar. Y'all thought y'all was mad until they start handing out the gifts. They snatched down the Christopher Columbuses and gave you a stimulus. Now we back. Man, so many Negroes was on Facebook popping 4th of July. I said, y'all ain't even got no shame. Y'all ain't even got no shame. Nobody make you go live. Why did you just had to go live and show your little fireworks that you had, show your barbecue grill. You see what I'm saying? Because the gift destroys the heart.
Right.
Because they snatching down the statues, y'all think that this oppressor loves you. That's not love, man. That's not love. It's a little petty gift that didn't even cost much. And it's disgusting, man. Somebody got that Amos 5:21 from me? Let's get it.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
Read it again.
I despise your feast days. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
You smelled that barbecue the Most High did. He was disgusted by it.
Right.
He was absolutely positively disgusted by it. Right. You could have been cooking the best rack of ribs of your life. He was disgusted. It didn't have to be pork. It could have been anything. Beef, right. Lamb. The fact that you do it on the 4th of July, when you know what this represents, man, he was disgusted by it. When it's not even your holiday. You see what I'm saying? If George Floyd never happened, you still shouldn't be celebrating that. You go ahead and look up the history. Read a book, man. Look up the history of the 4th of July. Right. And see where your people was at when that date was established. See the condition that your people was in. Why are you celebrating that? You celebrating your captivity? That's what I'm like, oh, we're not celebrating America breaking free from Britain. No, I know you're not celebrating that. You celebrating your captivity. Right. That's how beat down you. You don't even realize that's what you're doing. I just want to get over with my family and my friends. Listen, it's the COVID-19. People barely got to work. You can do with your family and your friends anytime. Anytime. You see what I'm saying? You needed the 4th of July to barbecue. This is America. They didn't drop all the laws as far as fireworks. You can buy this shit year round. Right. You can go to Wisconsin, anywhere, and buy this shit year round. They got big old tents set up all year round. You see what I'm saying? I was a child before. I like fireworks. I understand. They're cool. You know what I'm saying? I took a little. I had it was fun, but it's sold all year round. You don't have to do it with your oppressor, but you do have to do it because you love them. You're not looking for justice. Justice will be this oppressor being put down. You niggas really don't want that, man. Really don't want that. If you didn't want that, no oppressor would have been allowed at the marches. Right. You would have seen their face, and y'all got them up out of there. If you really want justice, but you don't want justice, you want love. That's why you let them come join your protest. See, these are the ones that love us. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're telling the person who's not showing you love. You showing him I can still love you after this. See, he's marching with me. He got a Black Lives Matter sign. I love him. Let me love you, please. Please let me love you. Stop doing the disgusting things that you're doing to us. When we're supposed to be ruling this world, man. That is disgusting, man. Because we're beat down in this captivity. And we've been beat down for 400 years. And to think of separation, the average Negro, he can't even stomach it. He can't stomach it, man. When I first got into this truth and heard how the Israelites was acting when Moses walked them out of Egypt, I was like, why was they doing that? You see what I'm saying? Whenever I got seasoned in these scriptures, you know that there's nothing new under the sun. It would be the same thing to this day. Right. You see what I'm saying? Say that the word came down, Jeremy, how am I supposed to get us up out of here? We're supposed to go to the wilderness and live off each other, live off the land. The Most High have to open the ground again. You know how many niggas will be complaining that they not getting choked out by the police? They would be complaining. The fact that they not in captivity no more, they actually got to work and do things for themselves and for their brother. So now brotherhood coming to play if that happens. You see what I'm saying? Brotherhood and sisterhood coming to play. You see what I'm saying? You might have to teach a brother this. You might have to lend a brother this. You got to give, you know what I'm saying? Trade coming into effect. Brotherhood coming to full effect. We just really don't want no brotherhood. They hate their neighbor. Right. You see what I'm saying? You hate the same person in the same position that you in. You can't hate his guts, but you love the oppressor because he has crumbs that he hands out to you. You see what I'm saying? You're seeking his love. But you don't want to love a brother in the same position as you, going through the same goddamn hell as you. You should have some sympathy. You know what he's going through because you're going through it. But you hate his guts for it. Because you hate yourself. And it's disgusting, man. It's heartbreaking. The focus, and you know what I'm saying? It gotta happen. It's gonna come. It's going to come. And it should have been coming. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to Martin Luther King and your disgusting homosexual pastor, things worse than George Floyd gotta happen. You see what I'm saying? Now I got to be our babies on camera. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But it has to happen. But that's what it's gonna take. This one enough. Central Black one enough. Castile one enough. You see what I'm saying? On camera, murders. It's not enough. I still want to shoot this bass as well. It's ridiculous, man. Let's go ahead and get Ecclesiastes 3 and 17.
Right. Ecclesiastes 3 and 17. I said in my heart, thou shalt judge the righteous and the wicked. For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
That's why the 4th of July weekend was just hell. That was judgment. The Most High was disgusted with what we partake in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why 87 people got to be shot in one city and 17 died. In one city, man. Because these judgments are not going to stop. I always, the Kaya, man, he sent me a scripture because I'm always talking about my sons and, you know, the things the way I raise my sons and what I expect from them. He sent me a scripture, but it hit right on the head because I do bring up this example all the time when we talk to my sons because it's just like the Most High with us. There's no difference, man. We're his children. Yeah. No right parent in their right mind is going to, you know what I'm saying, reward a child who's doing wrong. Right. If you did do that, you don't love that child. Right. It would be dumb for the Most High to reward us when we're being disgusting and not doing what he's saying. Because when we don't do what he's saying, it's just destruction. So that means he don't love us. Right. He's doing this out of love. If he has to kill you and bring you back because you're that disgusting, then so be it. But he's not going to reward you so you can keep doing the things that's going to kill you. That's going to make him kill you. Keep lining you up to bump heads with the Most High. Why would he reward that?
It's like, are you talking about Hebrew? Talking about chastising, right?
I'm gonna get it for you. I'll show you. he pulled Deuteronomy 8 and 5.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you can go ahead and grab that. I don't know if you want to. We can read
Deuteronomy 5.
count on count.
I got some other ones too in my mind to ask you.
Not at all. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get what you want first.
You can do that one first and then give me your precept after that.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do Deuteronomy 5.
Yeah, and then give me your precept after that. Yeah, go.
Deuteronomy 8 and 5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chastens his son, so the Lord thy God chastens thee.
Sure.
Yeah, so the other ones I have, it's more like an elaboration.
That's good.
That's what. The first two said. Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourged every son whom he receiveth. Verse 7. If he endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. But what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? It's like verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons.
You see what I'm saying? You don't let somebody, a child that you love, do what they want to do. And that's why the oppressor in these other nations can do what they want to do. Because the Most High has not dealt with them. He don't give a damn what they do. He does not care. Because they're not his children. But Israel, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you cannot do what you want to do. Or you will be chastised. Right. I don't think my kids want to be chastised by me. Who the hell am I when we talk about the Most High? Right. You see what I'm saying? We talking about the Most High over everything. Even though they don't give a damn about the people he is, that don't change his rank or who the hell he is. He is the Most High. That's what we running into when we decide to do what we want to do. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's why we in the hell that we in, these conditions that we in, the things that we go through. Right. Yeah. These abortion clinics. Don't even get me started on that. Good night. The black woman is God. Well, I'll tell you what. Can y'all stop killing all the goddamn babies that you got? What reason do you have to kill babies? Raise the goddamn children. If you got, I mean, what's the problem? Raise them babies. We're not talking about women being molested or raped. No. Y'all just laying down, got pregnant, don't like the nigga. You like his ride, but don't like the nigga, and go off and kill the babies. Come on, man. You got to about one?
Yeah, I was gonna say this as soon as you start talking. First thing I thought about Matthew 10 and 28 when it says fear the one that does kill the body. No, don't fear the one that kills the body, but fear the one that kills the body and soul in hell.
And that,
you know what I'm saying?
That was
really like the hell's condition that we're in.
Absolutely.
Curses, you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought that was a great point that you made.
I mean, that goes back to the NFAC, not fucking around coalition. Who wanted to show up to the KKKs with, you know what I'm saying, AR-15s and bulletproof vests.
Right.
Why are y'all fearing this vest? You see what I'm saying? Even if a mini war did break out at that time, like they say that's what they plan to do. Was to kill the KKK. Let's say they succeed. Are we out of hell now? Is that gonna stop police from killing niggas on camera? Yeah. Was it gonna let the Mexican babies out of the cages? What they was gonna do? You see what I'm saying? If my child don't do what I say do, can't nobody. It's tight. That's true. There's nobody on this planet. You can't call nobody you from me. You belong to me. It's the same with the Most High. That's right. You can do whatever you want. You can sit down and muster up anything you want, any plan you want. I like guns too. You know what I'm saying? I like handguns and assault rifles. Found out I'm pretty handy with the shotgun. Didn't even know that. Found out on accident. Just doing some brotherhood stuff and found out I'm pretty handy with the shotgun. You see what I'm saying? It's surgical with you, you know what I'm saying? Cool. I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? My nigga's a fact. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. We like guns too. But don't be fooled to think that you can outkill this oppressor when he's being blessed by the sword. When it's the Most High who's put us in this position. The gun ain't gonna save you. These law, statutes, commandments are gonna save you. Right. That is the only thing. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. Now, don't get me wrong. When you put these laws, statutes, and commandments into play because of the hill you in, the conditions that you're in, what you're accustomed to, it can be hard. But that's when the brotherhood comes into play, man. Let me fight them demons with you.
Right.
Let me do that, man. I'm ready for war, and not just cardinal. The spiritual, I'm ready, man. Call my phone. Let me link up with me. Let's go to 7. Have some shots. Chill. You see what I'm saying? Let's fight them demons together. You ain't got to do it by yourself. This ain't a walk you got to take by yourself, but you do have to take it, and you do have to endure to the end. So link up with your brothers, link up with your sisters. Let's do this shit together. You see what I'm saying? Instead of hating one another.
Right.
That ain't gonna get us nowhere, man. It's not gonna get us nowhere. It's ridiculous. And we've been doing it for hundreds of years. This has been Egypt. Moses came down up out of there and seeing Israelites fighting each other. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He like, hey, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. This ain't nothing new. It's nothing new under the sun. They switched the names. There ain't even no new other guys. They just switched the names, Zeus, and they just recycle them. There's nothing new.
Right. Yeah.
Christmas, Nostradamus, Esther, Easter, like it's nothing new, man. Absolutely nothing. This is the same, just the same shit. So like it's the same thing, man. There's nothing new. There's new names. Right. I give you that. There's new names. But other than that, it's the same thing, man. The same worship of the false god, the same hell, the same captivities. The only thing that's going to change it, if you read these scriptures, is coming back to these laws, statutes, commandments. Because we've been in captivity before and we got up out of it.
Right.
It's because of enough of us came together with this brother and sisterhood and follow these laws, statutes, commandments, which means doing what the Father said do, and got about this hill. And that's what's gonna have. That's what it's gonna have to take for us to get about this hill. We gotta separate and do what the Father said to do. And it breaks my heart to see at the 4th of July he's gonna have to do horrible things for that to happen.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get 2 Chronicles 7:14. And again, the name of this class that you heard it here first. I'm new to this school, but Commander Junior YAHANNA been doing this since 1969, and he ain't saying nothing different from what I'm saying. I don't learned it from him. These things we know this is gonna happen. Race wars is going to happen, man. I'm already considered this stuff a race war. What the police pulling over doing to us is a race war, but it's gonna be serious. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna be able to join your march. Your Christian pastor, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to one day. He's gonna have to tell you the truth. He's gonna have to do it. He's gonna hate to have to do it. He's gonna tell you the truth. You know what? I made all the money I'm gonna make. We gotta get away from this beast. You see what I'm saying? But what is it gonna take for that to happen? I would hate that. I don't even want to think about it. I thought George Floyd was it. Guess not. All they gotta do is take down some statues and use some fireworks. Back to the peace. And back to peace over some goddamn fireworks. And a statue that never should have ever came down. God damn. Said give the story of the heart. Just snatch the heart right out of blacks and Hispanics' bodies. That's what I see. Just snatch it, smooth out your body. And it's hard to watch. And I don't want to know what's gonna happen. At my last time that I ended, he said, you know, he always reminded me, hey, great time. But you know, he said, tell me to celebrate they gay. That's what I like. Because you know what happens. You celebrate the reform, you're gay. Why did he make me say that? Because he knew that y'all was gonna do it and find any excuse to do it. It's crazy, man. I had an instant like, so the lighter do work today. If you strike it, fire's gonna come out. I promise you. If you put it to the wick of the firecracker, it's going to light. It's the 7th. It's going to work. If I go home and light my grill, the coals are going to burn. There was no excuse in the world for niggas to be celebrating the garbage. There was no excuse, but y'all gave every excuse. because you love your oppressor. And you're not seeking justice. You're seeking love.
Right.
And I would hate to see the things that has to come for us to stop seeking love. Anybody have that for me? Let's get it.
2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. And my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
That's all it would take, man. That's all it takes. Not marching to the KKK with AR-15s and bulletproof vests, marching in the streets, tearing up every goddamn thing, stop people from into slavery. None of that is going to help. Nothing is going to help. The Most High is telling us what is going to stop this. And it's brotherhood, sisterhood, these laws, statutes, and commandments. Just join the I.S.U.P.K under command of General YAHANNA, which has been established since 1969, and we will be out of this hell in no time. And not even out of the hell, that's just the beginning. We're going to rule the world. What do you say to that? Of the world, Craig. not just a city, the world, Craig. That's what we have to be, to rule the world, to put this beast in its rightful place. It's a small piece of heaven when that oppressor gets down and kiss every boot that he sees. That's his natural place, man. He don't belong nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's Shark Week. This is one of my favorite things to watch on TV, man. Is to see the oppressor get beat up by sharks. It's absolutely. They come on every year. I'm tuned in. I got this shit DVR right now. I can't wait to get home and watch it. It's amazing because even the animals know who the devil is. You see what I'm saying? When you watch that, it's black people in emotions. Who's getting ate by the sharks? The great white know this. He know who to get every time. Every time. I've yet to see Israelite on there talking about they got bit by a shark. If you gotta send it to me, because I ain't seen it. Every time it's the oppressor out on his surfboard or swimming. Now they get kids and everybody too. Shoot their ass right up. You see what I'm saying? Because the oppressor knows. You know, I mean, the animals know who the oppressor is. Because he oppresses everything. Absolutely everything. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to take your kids to the zoo. I just refuse to go. I've been in jail before. That's all it matters. So like, I be feeling bad for the little tiger back there in the lion. I be like, God damn, man, that reminds me of something. It's fucked up. He don't look too happy. Good night. Or orca. All I do is watch this Discovery Channel. Them things go from ocean to ocean. Y'all got it in an Olympic size swimming pool like that's something big. What? This thing's natural habitat is the ocean. No wonder his fin go down and he killed everybody training him. I'd be surprised it don't happen quicker. I love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Free Willy didn't stop today. I'd be like, Most High in Christ. He dragged to the bottom of the pool, drowned to the Most High in Christ. Good. You see what I'm saying? Because they just want to oppress everything. It's ridiculous, man. They got enough money. You can go to the wilderness and see the animals safely. Get in a truck and drive around. Watch the animal in a natural habitat. That's not good enough for this oppressor. We got to capture this thing, put it in the cage, just like niggas. You see what I'm saying? Just like niggas. We search for their love. They could give us, you know what I'm saying, jobs and whatnot, and not put us in prison. That's not good enough for them. Right. It's no different when Christopher Columbus, he didn't even come to America, but when he was over there in the islands, and he said these people are willing people, but they must be, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, that's crazy. Why do you have to destroy these people? Why do you have to conquer these people? He said they must be conquered. Why? Because they're willing to work with you and teach you everything. Now they must be conquered because it's a war in his heart. He don't know nothing else. He don't know how to love nothing else. Says the Most High. So to say that any of these oppressors love you is called the Most High lie. Last time I checked, that's not even possible. You see what I'm saying? Somebody grab Genesis 25 and 23. Because this separation I'm talking about was supposed to be done Genesis 25 to 23. Because this separation I speak of was supposed to be done at birth. You see what I'm saying? This is supposed to be done at birth, man. At birth. This is why the sister was going through so much pain. You know what I'm saying? Carrying the babies. Go ahead and get it when you got it.
Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 what?
2 nations are in thy womb. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Good, man. You know what I'm saying? The most I do is to get this, your so-called brother, your twin brother away from you. You see what I'm saying? He made the separation. This ain't nothing the parents did. He made the separation. He made it 2 manner of people. He made it 2 nations. How you gonna try to go against him on what he said? This is supposed to be done from the beginning. We're supposed to be separated from his beast. You see what I'm saying? Esau hated Jacob. Even in the scriptures, he hated him. He hated him, man. He couldn't wait for his father to die so he could make Jacob join him. You see what I'm saying? But now, we just seek this person's love, man. No matter what they do to us. No matter what they do to us. We could look through history. And what was that when the black brothers was flying in planes?
Tuskegee experiment.
The red tail, the Tuskegee experiment. Well, that's what I'm saying. We can go the Tuskegee Airmen. We can go all through history. Yeah, we can go all through history, man, and see they real intentions for us. Them men went to war for their so-called country, and was the best at it because we're the best at every goddamn thing.
Right.
They didn't even want them to fly the planes. Just like Lincoln didn't want to free slaves. But to get their agenda, they let it happen. And then it turned out we're the best. It was the same way with Lincoln. When he so-called freed the slaves to fight in the war, his generals would come back and say, these niggas can fight. It's amazing. The things that they're doing out here with the small amount of training that we're giving them. We don't want to overtrain them because we did just put these niggas out the slave thing. So we don't want to overtrain them, then they turn against us. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep 100. That's what was going on. So we want to give them the minimum training that we have to, the minimum training, just so they can go out here to help our cause. And then they see us in action like, man, these niggas is off the chain. Go ahead.
No, it's like it wasn't even like it was the whole Israel because they wouldn't even though we was out there doing our thing with the planes and we was on the front line winning the war. Even our native brothers, you know what I'm saying, they came up with the code to they came up with they called them the code talkers, you know what I mean? Because the Nazis was breaking all the
communications.
Communications stuff. So the natives got to speaking the language that no one could understand, you know what I mean? So they couldn't break that code. And that's what really, you know what I'm saying, say, you know what I'm saying, the surprise attacks and stuff like that was going on. Because they didn't know where it was coming from no more. Because the natives were the ones that was doing all the speaking on what you call it? Yes, they were saving from all that.
That's because we're the best on earth, man. We're the best on earth. You look through the history, even after we get these people and help them join their cause, there was no reason for us to go fight the red coats. You see what I'm saying? We joined their cause, seeking love. If you help us, we'll let you out of the cages. We'll stop feeding you pig intestines. We'll stop cutting the babies out your women's stomach and using it for alligator bait. We'll stop hanging you from mass murder, hanging you from trees.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We'll stop doing that if you go die. Fight for our cause. This has been going, there's nothing new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? They've been doing the same thing. But we continue to seek their love. We have to stop it. We have to stop it. We got to come back to these foundational commandments. I don't care about us having to live in this land. Don't go to the voting polls, man. You is sinning against the Most High. When you wait in that goddamn line and you go punch them buttons and then put that stupid red sticker on your chest. Like you can't even hide. Y'all so proud to do it. Y'all proud to do it, man. I see grown men with I voted stickers. You can't even get pulled over by the goddamn police and live, and you got an I voted sticker. Are you kidding me, man? How disgusting is that? It just shows how beat down you are, man. It just shows how beat down you are. And you can blame your Christian pastor because he don't give a damn about you. Or he care about that dollar. And touching on your wife when you're with him. That's what he cares about, and your children. He don't care about you though, man.
Right.
He knows what's in these scriptures. And he purposely jump over all of them and go right to you paying your goddamn tithes. But that's all he cares about. He's a disgusting bastard. But he don't want us to separate from his oppressor. You know what I'm saying? It's, you heard of house niggas? That's what your Christian pastor is, man. He's a house nigga. He don't care about the niggas out in the field, even though it's his goddamn brother. He care about if Master's gonna keep him in the house. Why you up on that nag, Master? You know what I mean? He can't stand it to see a nigga coming up. He wants to snatch you off the net. He want to get you off there. Oh, what movie was that? Django? Hey, man. Samuel L. Jackson played the hell out of that shit, boy. He played the hell out of that coon. But that's you niggas, man. You did say part. You put that red stick on your chest like voted. You are Samuel Jackson in that movie. It's disgusting. He hate niggas more than anybody in that movie. He hated niggas more than anybody in that movie. It was crazy. The women and everybody. He hated their guts.
No, he played that role.
He played it way too good. It was time to pull up on the hot box. He almost got put in the hot box. He was so mad. Why?
I actually just watched this again like 2 days ago.
I watch it all the time.
The part that really had me mad is when the white man killed the plantation owner. The way he screamed like a woman, man, and went to hug the white man and was crying.
It was the worst thing that happened to him in his life. The slavery he was in. To see master. No, it wasn't free. You see what I'm saying? You was the oppressor that was going to stop me from being in the field. Now, if I got to be alive, my next boss might not be this nice.
Right.
Well, if he could have took the bullets himself, he would have. You hear me? He would have. It was insane. Go ahead.
When Django, when he killed everybody at the end, and he was Samuel was the last person at the end. He tell Django, "You can't kill all the white folks in the world, Django.
We gonna get you that day.
Yeah,
We gonna get you." Good. Right. But it's the same way, man. And people don't realize that they're doing it. But they are. When you in this I.S.U.P.K kind of commander Junior YAHANNA, you see how many cools just really out here.
right.
You see what I'm saying? It's easy to say you want justice until it's time to get justice for these crimes that these people have committed. You see what I'm saying? You really don't want justice. My brother can't even get his goddamn boot kissed without starting to riot. We got, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous.
Like, oh boy, no, man.
Yeah. Exactly what it was, man. She was ready to die for that shit. What was that energy when it was choking the brother out? What was that energy, man? Y'all would have saved his goddamn life. They don't understand it. If y'all would have met them cops with the same energy y'all met us with, trying to get a boot kiss, something that he wanted to do, we had guns on us. I'd never pull mine off my head. I don't think you did it. You ain't put your gun off your head, did you? To make the white boy kiss the boots?
Pull a gun out?
Yeah, the gun. They stayed on it? Okay, I'm just checking.
He asked.
He asked
I
for
said,
permission.
sir, may I please
Good.
have the honor of kissing your booty?
Almost
He
incited.
said, I'll kiss the ground. That's what you want me to do.
God.
Did y'all hear it?
Come on, man. That almost incited the right. Y'all keep that same energy when they choking the goddamn brother out. We're not out there marching. He's alive. He's alive. You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. Where was that energy? Black women. That's what attacked us. That's who's running the Christian church. You see what I'm saying? These black women, man. That's why they need to be. Period. If you put her on her plate, she's capable of amazing things. Her be a beast. She's capable of bringing nations down. You see what I'm saying? Those same women that was out there doing it, talk to their men, if they have them, like monsters. But they ready to go to war because Jesus that got on his knees to kiss the boots of the prophets. They couldn't stomach that though. Where that? What? That's you see what I'm saying? What are you out here for? That's what I wanted to ask you. I don't want to just shit. I gotta play my part. I can't say I gotta hold my peace. But she ran up on us and said, "That's not what we're out here for." Well, what the hell are you out here for? What are you seeking? They goddamn love. Go ahead.
What you said?
They want to matter.
Exist. Exist.
This is going too far. Kiss the boots? No, this is not all we out here for. This is too much. Why y'all make? He ain't gotta do that. We just say he did it. You see what I'm saying? He's not in hell. You're in hell. He sees that you're in hell. You don't even realize. He realizes, and he's sorry. He wants to show his humility for fucking 10 seconds. 10 seconds humility. Then he can go back to white privilege. You can't even stomach 10 seconds of this damn beast being, you know what I'm saying, showing his humility. Go ahead, Hannah.
Yeah, so like, I just want to say, like, it's crazy because, like I always have said, like, we just want to matter. And I remember I was talking to some of my family members, and I was telling them, like, man, we supposed to be ruling the world, we supposed to be ruled, we supposed to be. And it's crazy because they can't even fathom the fact that black leadership or black man ruling and making the law want it.
No, that's weird. They don't want it in their household. Let alone worldwide. They don't want it in their household. A black woman don't want to be told what to do in her house. That's right. Let alone take direction from a nigga running the world. Are you kidding me?
And that's right.
Are you kidding me, bro? That's why they can't stand you. You can't tell them to shut that damn mouth and cook you some fried chicken without hearing going to war. You gotta go to war to get some fried chicken.
Damn.
And you talk about ruling the world? Oh, man, you gotta hear that shit, but pass the weed. What is this nigga talking about? Pass the weed. Go ahead.
and that was like, it just let me know how we think and how messed up it is in the head. Let's go to what we going through right now. Getting shot down in the streets. What we going through right now. Begging and pleading on the matter. Somebody to beg you for somebody to love you who hates you.
Who hates your guts,
who can't even stand to look at you. Who done beat you down your whole life, and granddaddy, everybody, they can beat you down, but you would rather stay in this position to even imagine the world that when you in control.
They can't imagine it, man. It's hard to do. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine it without the I.S.U.P.K in the journey. I'm not going like I'm better than the next man. It was hard for me to imagine too. I was in the same churches. God loved everybody. I'm guilty. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High showed mercy on me and woke my ass up and put me in the real army of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And we just got to keep doing our job, man, to wake up enough brothers and sisters. Because there's some out there that can't imagine. They think they can imagine. That's what I'm saying. It's when you thinking, but when you really, it's time to put you into play, in actions, they can't do that. That's where it's hard. You see what I'm saying? That's when it comes hard. You can imagine anything. You can imagine flying. But put it into action. You know what I'm saying? Really put this beast in its right place and kiss your boots. You see what I'm saying? They can't even fathom that. We talking about running the world. That devil was supposed to kiss every nigga boot out there that I could see. Period. We should have got him some knee pads. You're gonna be right there for a while. And he should have kissed every nigga in the booth as far as my eyes could see. And I got better than 2020.
So like, if I could,
Go ahead.
that's the bare minimum.
That's what I'm saying. That's the bare minimum.
At least you can eat.
Good night. And he knew it though. He knew that listen, and got back on his knees. He didn't kiss the booth the first time he hit the ground. And then once we backed him off of us, he came back and got back on his knees. From everything that my people have done, this is the least that I can do. You know what I'm saying? But black people can't wrap their mind around it. You see what I'm saying? You can't wrap their mind around the least that this devil can do. This is the least he can do. Let alone when y'all in my fields and I'm beating his back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's unimaginable. What? What are you talking about? Black people gonna have slaves? Yeah, me. I'm that nigga that's gonna have slaves. Me. You ain't gotta say black people. Look no farther than me. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna keep these law statues in the bank. I'm gonna make it happen. You see what I'm saying? Like General YAHANNA said, if you think kissing boots is bad, just stay tuned. You just go ahead and stay tuned. You think that was bad? I'm gonna blow your mind with no drills. You're gonna be sober minded. I'm gonna blow your mind with the rulership I'm gonna put down. It's beast. You ain't gotta worry about it. You just stay tuned. You heard it here first. And the I.S.U.P.K the community general. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You heard it here first. We've been saying this. We're raising up more prison prophets who are going to continue to say it. I'm not the first Negro to say this.
Right.
Even me studying, I just went back and watched videos of my brothers. Us saying the same shit that I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Because we're trying to wake y'all up, man. Like I said at the beginning of this class, it can seem repetitive to somebody in the school. But it needs to be said, man. Because y'all not grabbing hold of it. There's going to be more George Floyds. There's going to be more Fidel Castile, more, what was his name? Tamir Rice? Tamir Rice? Come on, man. It's amazing that it has to get worse than that. Do you have something for me on?
No.
Oh, it's amazing that it has to get worse than that. But in this captivity and these mindsets that we in, it has to get worse. 4th of July just proved that. It's disgusting, man. It was hard for me to be on. I don't even do too much on Facebook. I just scroll. It was hard to scroll. Because all you black people was on there shooting a firework. Just last month, you were like, you ready for war. That was wrong. It was only wrong because there was no love in the video. Not because they deserved to be murdered like they murdered the brother, but when you seen it, it was no love. That's what hurt. You see what I'm saying? Because there was no love. That's not what hurt me. What hurt me is because he's not going to get what he deserves, which is death. That's what I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same. What they say, we're not the same, we don't think the same, we don't. And it's sad. There are more brothers and more babies and more sisters who's going to have to continue to go through this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because with black people, man, it has to like hit home almost. That's how detached we are from each other. It's not good enough that it happens to my brother's child over here. You see what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Well, I feel bad for him. Shit, you know, my kids in their room. What my kids do? That is disgusting. You see what I'm saying? Now the most I gotta kill your goddamn baby. Your brother's baby wasn't good enough. It got to be your child specifically. You don't want to tempt the most high like that. You're looking for a rude awakening. And it's gonna happen. Whether you like it or not. You can't stop these scriptures. You believe it ain't gonna put it into reverse. You not believe it. It's coming. You see what I'm saying? It's going to come to pass. And you gotta get with it, man. And if you're not gonna get with it, you're gonna get ate up with the rest of them. You're gonna die with this person. Let's go ahead and let's get Proverbs. We're gonna go back, get 3:31, and I'm gonna end with this one. This is one of my favorite scriptures. Because once we do this, once we put this into play, everything else will just come naturally. Oh, y'all ready?
Proverbs
Oh, you
chapter
got
3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
that marching on the not fucking around coalition. That was choosing his oppressor. We figured, hey, we under this oppressor. This is how they got the land. This is how they got power. Shooting and killing every goddamn body. That's not the way we're gonna get power, man. That's not the way we're gonna get power. He envies the KKK. That's why he went to the KKK. Because that's who he envies. He wants to be them. He wants to be better than them. He knows how they got down, so that's how he wants to get down. You get what I'm saying? It's not the answer. But like I said at the beginning, it would have been better for them to march, you know what I'm saying, to Texas into the border to get the babies out. Did y'all want to boot up and grab AR-15? Well, shit. Y'all ain't do nothing but make a goddamn video about what y'all was gonna do. Y'all should have went down to ISIS and got it done. They got the babies up out of cages, so that's what y'all want to do. But you just, that was really like a short of love, a begging for love. He wasn't ready to die. You know, I know because he had a woman and children. No nigga ready to die got a woman and children. That's not how that goes. You plan on killing people on camera? Show dumb ass out there, man. So lucky. But with that, I'm gonna definitely go ahead and clap it up. Somebody don't come out here and write these scriptures down. I'm gonna watch these prayers out and
Prayers like that.
I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We got our I.S.U.P.K started on the 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to marry. Oh, it's like get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18, verse 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Y.A.H.N.Na. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
September 17th, Memorial of Blowing the Trumpet.
17th, Memorial of Blowing the Trumpet.
Sundown.
At sundown. If anyone wants to become a trooper in school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemai, Kadah, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malawaka, Allah, Zak, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayat, Ashimai, Adon, Now, Come, the Wall, Salaki now, Hawaii now, the eye now, Asai, the our which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven, Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive our debts, and forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Amen. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Y.A.H.U.P.K.
Y.A.H.U.P.K.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Rakbanao.
Rakbanao.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA.
Yabayat.
Rakawat.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
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 Say the name of loved ones once and everyone repeats the name once.
Tell
If you're online, Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and type the names in. We'll read the names and then we'll set up a prayer for that brother or sister. In-house, anybody let's mark it up. Dawala.
Dawala.
Sagaria.
Sagaria.
Kabat Tabak.
Kabat Tabak.
Kabat Bar.
Kabat Bar.
Yakudash.
Yabdash.
Bakar.
Bakar.
B.
B.
Kawa.
Kawa.
The house of Kanagabar.
The house of Kanagabar. Kani.
Kani.
Sashay.
Shashay.
Lopal.
Lopal.
Deontay.
Deontay.
Tori.
Tori.
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Azari.
Azari.
I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis.
I.S.U.K. Minneapolis.
All of Israel.
All of Israel. Micaiah.
Micaiah.
The Kavanah.
The Kavanah.
Wakawanah.
Wakawanah. Sue the Lord.
Duty.
Duty.
Denzel.
Denzel.
Lokar.
Lokar.
Jakar.
Jakar.
Jonah.
Isabella.
Isabella.
Jamie.
Pa.
Yapa.
Kamara.
Kamara.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Water
The water of mother. What we just said was, Lord, in the name Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in
In
Israel.
the school.
In the school.
Bless shall protect.
Bless shall protect.
Loved ones.
Loved ones.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. I.S.U.P.K. power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
The evils and curses.
The evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Like prophets. Like teachers. Like princes. Like priests. Like Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
In the school.
In the school.
Say evils and curses.
The evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
The rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force thy riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Say evils and curses.
The evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their nation.
And their nation.
And the drug dealers.
The drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
Prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Elect synagogues and armies.
Elect synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Intelligence.
Militia. Ku Klux
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation. Skinheads. House of Kamataza. Gay movement. The lesbian movement. Provides. Workers of witchcraft. That's the space program. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airways. Cable access channels. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people. And bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way. And try to to and fro. Let the plague shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. All the heathens that come up against us. As you speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. That was the angel that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Like you always. So be it.
Men of Israel, we'll give a courtesy salute. Mighty Shabbat, Mighty, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, class dismissed.